Don't worry about it, man.
I just started that recording real quick, bro.
Good.
I added some of this shit out, my man. Ryan, dude, I've been
Yeah.
wanting to do this for a fucking minute, bro. I've been wanting to do this shit for a minute, dog. Uh, I hopped on your Instagram live, I think like a month ago. I don't know if you remember this shit.
Okay.
And I was asking you a bunch of questions about everything, and I
Yeah.
was just typing shit right there, bro. And I was like, dude, if I could get him like in person for like 10, 15 minutes, I could explain these questions a little bit better. And I want to hear you go into detail too, bro, because there's so many other questions popping up. You're doing your shit, and then who the fuck am I to you? You know, you're just some random guy in your comments, and you're like, I guess I'll answer this shit. But
No, no, you're good, man. I love the fans, man, and anything that brings enjoyment to the sport. Everyone's hating on it right now, but I want to be positive. I want everyone to enjoy it and see it as like a professional sport like the NFL, NHL, and see us as like actual professional athletes.
that's what's up, bro. I don't know why people hate on it too, bro. I get it. I get it. Like, you can't defend yourself. A guy's sitting there slapping you, bro.
Yeah.
That
Eh,
like nobody's making you do it. You know what I'm saying?
exactly. Yeah, it's my choice. So, but it's the same thing with the UFC when it first started.
Yeah.
But we're taking into consideration that everyone seems to think that it's very unsafe.
Mhm.
So what we're doing is we're making the rules safer, we're making it better for the athletes, and it's like you said, it's my choice to do this, and I want to do it. Honestly, knock on wood, my last three matches that I've had, I really haven't been seriously injured. So um, it's really not as dangerous as it seems, but yeah, it's pretty intense, that's for sure.
Yeah, bro. That Darius the Destroyer match, bro. You took no damage in that shit. Zero.
No,
I literally rewatched it before you came on. I was like, man, you know what? Let me get a little quick little rewatch on this,
sure.
dude. Bro, you weren't even fucking red. That shit was
No,
insane. Which is
yeah, I
crazy
was,
to me that he was y'all's coach. Like they fucking were like, hey, dog, you're our guy. And it's like,
yeah. I don't know. I don't think they're very happy with me because I kind of embarrassed them. But uh yeah, I mean he definitely for some reason wasn't on his game. He hasn't been on his game. And honestly, for me, I think what it is, and Darius, if you see this video, man, put on some fucking shoes, bro.
bro, bro.
Telling you, man. Like when I took my shoes off, bro, on the at the time of the
Yeah,
match,
yeah.
I didn't practice with my shoes off. Well, I did on like rug and like hard surfaces, but when you get on that mat and you get up to the table, that surface right before the table is different from everything else. It's like
Oh,
a
no
poly
shit.
yeah, it's like a polyurethane. So when you get up there, your feet are sweating, your nerves are wrecked because it's
Bro.
the slap fight, it's
Dude,
nuts,
I
right?
couldn't imagine, dude.
Exactly. So your feet are sweating, you get up on that polyurethane, your shit's moving everywhere, man. Like you could, you know how you step on ice and your feet will go like that?
Yeah.
That's kind of like it's not as intense, but it is that kind of feeling. So I don't know why he's doing it with no shoes on. Everyone who does it with no shoes on don't have any good
Mhm.
any good results. I mean,
Mhm.
I won, but with me, I lost all my power. My technique went out the window.
Yeah.
I was literally learning every step of the way. So each slap that you see me give, it was getting better and better. And if
Mhm.
I got that third one, I pretty sure I would have knocked him out.
Hey, not to fucking hop on your train here, but that you aren't lying. That third one was from the first one was a motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
Two quick questions on what you were saying there too, bro. Because have you ever done MMA or anything like that?
I've trained it. I've never stepped in the cage like officially, but I've been in the cage and sparred around and done stuff. Yes.
Cool, bro. I just because when you said that, because I'm an amateur MMA fighter. I'm 4-1
Nice.
right now. So that we kind of like was it,
Beast, bro.
appreciate that, bro. I really do, for real. I would fucking, dude, if I could even just get a fight in fucking LFA, I'd be like, I made it. But
Hey.
so what y'all do to me is fucking insane, bro. Because like I know the nerves going into just the MMA fight that I get for like $200. That's
Right.
headgear, 3-minute rounds. I'm like shitting myself and like thinking of like, how the fuck do I get out of this? Like
Right,
my
right.
coach, like, hey, dog, my knee's acting up. You know what I'm saying, dog? Like I hope it's not.
I
But
feel you.
I gotta go through with it because if not, the homies would never fucking let me live it down. So when you said that shit, bro, about the mats, because like when I first felt the mat, like when I walked into like our little bitty circle octagon that we have out here in Houston, it was like, oh shit, this feels crazy different from what we were practicing in. So I've always
Mhm.
wondered, what does that mat feel like when y'all are out there?
Yeah. The beginning of the mat and pretty much the whole entire mat, except for about that box in front of the table,
Yeah.
is all like kind of like an MMA, but maybe a little bit softer mat.
Oh, no shit.
And then, but that box
Yeah.
is like it's like it's really slick. It's like it's not the same
What
surface as
the
the rest of it.
fuck?
Yeah, so it's a difference. It's got like a it's kind of has like a little bit of traction so that like when you have your shoes on, it really helps because it keeps the traction and you don't like slip and stuff.
Imagine those
But
boots Wolverines wears. He's probably fucking getting
right,
fork in that shit, bro.
right. So for Darius to do it in his feet,
Yeah.
he's lost. He's literally at a disadvantage. Every time he steps up there, he's at a disadvantage, and
Yeah.
that's why I kicked my shoes off because I didn't want an advantage. So I
That's
kicked my
so
shoes.
funny, dude.
Yeah, I mean he's always doing it with no shoes on. I'm like I don't want any. It's a disadvantage right off the gate.
Yeah.
So I don't want I don't want to just have him at a disadvantage. So I was like I'm gonna kick my shoes off, and it was a bad idea for me because it threw everything off. But ended up hey he ended up fouling me out and karate chopped me in the neck. But
That shit was crazy, bro. It
yeah,
was
he's
so
weird.
funny too on that first, like when he clubbed that first one he fouled, right?
The first one was clean, but it to me it was a foul as well. Yeah.
I was just about to say, because literally he hits you and you're like, the fuck is that? And then you literally are like, what the fuck, dude? You're fucking, we talking about his feet moving?
No, I was talking about him fighting with no shoes on again.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, "Why do you not wear shoes? It's such a disadvantage." And he's like, "I've been doing it since Slap Fight," because you can hear him. He's like, "I've been doing it since Slap Fight Championship," and I'm like, "Dude," I'm like, "You're not. It's not good for you." So I was
Yeah,
like, "Fuck
bro.
it, let's go." I'm kicking the shoes off and kick the
Fucking
shoes
hell.
off into the crowd, and crowd went nuts, and end of story.
Hey, dude, both of your fights, honestly, the crowds went nuts. I was about to ask you about that too. Like when you fought One Eyed Wolf,
Yeah,
dude, that was the first one I ever fucking saw. Literally, you and him was the first match I ever saw. I was
nice.
stoned, bro, like uncomfortably high. And I was sitting there watching it, and you walked out first, and I was like, this motherfucker is crazy. And then he came out right after and talking
Yeah,
shit, and y'all were fucking before they even slap came, y'all were fucking mad shit talking. I was like, this is about to be crazy. Bro, that
yeah.
was such a good match. That was such a fucking good match. What's the match where you tore your bicep?
That was with the Iron Giant, Dwayne Crespo.
Holy shit, dude. I forgot you had to slap against that motherfucker.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Dude,
Big
what did
dude.
that shit feel? Was that out of all of them, like Darius, One Eye Wolf, him, who's the
Yeah.
one you're like, fuck that?
Um. Well, that's a good question because I would say the match with Dwayne was fuck that because I tore my bicep, and then not
Dang.
only that, but I also hit a tear in my left forearm. I
That
didn't
match?
really, yeah, same match. So I was I was injured. Both my arms were injured. I mean I told Wolverine about my left, but I was like thank God I have my right because I'm not gonna have to use the left. Sure
Yeah.
enough, I blew my freaking right bicep out. I'm like, God damn, now I got to use the left, and it's all messed up.
Fuck.
So, so that match was honestly was a tough match, but it was good for me because I overcame like, just being injured, being in pain, and having to go up to those bright lights. Dana White is like 10 feet away from me. It
What's
was
that
such
like,
a
bro? Not to cut you off, but like, dude, I couldn't, bro. Dana White came to Lil Woodrow's in Houston for a meet and greet, and I was like, fucking, I couldn't even. When I shook his hand, I was like embarrassed how I acted. I was like, dude, you're 26 years old. Be a fucking grown man.
yeah.
So like,
No,
not to cut you off, like, what's that like?
yeah. No, not at all. Ask away. It's nuts, man. Like Dana White, I've been watching him since not you because he wasn't a part of UFC 1 through like I don't know 6 or 7. I think it was
Yeah,
after the Ultimate he came in, but ever since he came in, I've been a fan. It's his business etiquette. The way he commands, the way that he doesn't let things, get in his way, and any obstacle he'll jump over it. Like you know, how he handled COVID was crazy. How he just bought an island. He's like, I'm just gonna buy an island. Like I was like, you know, I'm like, that's fucking who does that? That's
Yeah.
Dana White. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I look up to, you know, I kind of look up to him, you know, and he's a great guy, and you know, being able to perform in front of him is a dream, is a dream come true. You know, I never thought I would be in a position like this ever, honestly.
Yeah. Bro, I'm skipping so many questions, but I just had to ask this too.
Yeah.
When you said that part right there, like you never thought you'd be in the situation. Like, how did you get started, bro? What was your first match? What made you be like, I'm gonna do this shit? Just how'd you get started, bro?
Yeah, so you know, honestly, I've always been into martial arts and whatnot. Back in when I was younger, I was in Taekwondo, and I would do competitions. Yeah, back on with his name is Sensei J.H. Kim. He's actually world renowned. He's like I think he got his 10th Dan black belt. He's like in the history books.
Oh
Uh
shit, bro.
yeah, he's I mean, me myself, when I was a kid, I didn't know that shit. But now
Yeah,
I look
yeah,
back,
yeah.
I just heard about it like maybe like 2 years ago. He's like, yo, you know, Master Kim got his 10th Dan. I was like, holy shit,
Holy shit.
that's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
Um, but uh, but yeah, I used to do that, and then my friends were big into martial arts as well. Shout out to Destroyer Schroyer, Brian Schroyer. We used to do like Muay Thai and stuff, and he would teach me a lot of stuff together with him. And then a lot of street fights, man. I
What?
yeah,
Okay.
a lot of street fights. You know, I'm
You
used
from
to bear.
Ohio?
I'm from New Jersey, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm from the Jersey Shore. People get rowdy, you know.
Oh, bro, you were throwing
Uh,
down because out of my head, I was like, bro, you scrapping in Ohio? But no, bro, you're on the beach, dog. You're on the pier side.
yeah, yes, yeah. So you know, it's locals only, and sometimes you gotta defend the turf. And there was a lot of that. So you know, I've been in a lot of bare-fisted fights. I felt the bare fist before. I've been jumped. I've been, you know, I got kicked out of my high school because I got jumped by 3 kids, and I put all 3 of them in the hospital. So
Jesus, bro.
yeah, I've had one hell of a life, but yeah, here in Ohio it's different. You don't really want to get into fist fights here
Yeah.
because the gun will come out. So
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, man.
yeah, New Jersey's different. You know, New Jersey made me a smart man and made me good with the fist, but Ohio made me a killer because you know now we got the guns involved and stuff. So um but yeah, you know, through that, you know, I've always just been a tough guy. We got me and my friends would get drunk, and we would just me and my friend just slap each other for no reason.
Oh, no shit.
And then one night evolved into me and him just we slap each other. Then other people wanted to get involved with it too. And this is back in like yeah, we're in the middle of a bar called McCarthy's. I remember this clear as day. And you know, we used to get lit. They used to have like dollar pints. You know, you go
Oh
ham.
my God.
Oh,
This is a
bro,
dangerous spot, bro. Holy shit.
big time, bro. So you throw down the dollar pints, we get trashed, and yeah, we just slap. Someone was like, "Hey, why don't you guys slap each other like you did that the other night?" And we're like, "Oh yeah," and you know, slap each other.
What year is this? Like 2000?
Eight,
Oh
2008.
shit.
It's
So
back in the
this ain't
day.
even fucking like I was thinking like 2018 in my head or something.
Yeah. So we would do that, and I mean we would hang around a bunch of like you know musclehead guys and guys
Yeah.
who thought they were tough and shit. I mean these
Yeah.
guys were tough though. One of the guys had a world record for most sit ups in like 2 minutes or something, like 10,000 sit
Jesus.
ups, and some
Jesus.
yeah, my other friend was like these are like high class athletes. So
Yeah. Yeah.
um they but everyone would be like stepping up, you know, and trying to but it would always come down to me. So I was always like the guy, like they don't want to slap me, but they're like, all right, we'll give it a shot. And then they would hit me, I eat it, and then I would smack them back, and they'd be like, all right, it's over, it's done. You know,
Dude,
you know what I mean? So like one night it was like I think it was like what I went through like maybe like 6 or 7 people in a row. So I was going rounds back in the day, and that would happen like at least once a weekend, once every other weekend. We were always
yeah.
partying. So I knew so when this shit came about, and
Mm.
you know, you saw the Russian dumpling smack that tattooed kid across
Oh,
the
bro.
fucking stage.
Bro.
Yeah, most viral. I was like, man, that shit's crazy, but I used to do shit like this. Like, you know what I mean? So, so I was like, you know, I'm like, damn, I would never do it against like someone who's 300 pounds more than me, though. You know,
Yeah, dude. Fuck that, dude.
you feel
Fuck
me?
that. That
So
dude had abandonment issues. He had like black eyes or some shit. Dude, that dude had a fuck that. That kid was meant to like end up there.
yeah, why would you tattoo your eyes? I just
Bro.
oh
Bro.
my god.
Bro.
Hurts my eyes thinking about it, man.
Bro, I couldn't. Oh my, you couldn't pay me. You couldn't pay me.
Gee, yeah, it's enough for a needle to go in my skin, but my eyeball, like, holy
Bro,
shit.
exactly, bro. So you saw that happen, and then
Right. So I saw that happen. I was like, man, shit, I've used to do this shit. And even my friend would hit me up. He'd be like, yo, you'd be good at that, you know? I'm like, yeah, pretty much. So it was like what, 2019, 2020, and then COVID hit, and then
uh-huh.
a lot of downtime. I started working from home, and I started watching more YouTube, and I started watching more slap fight. And I saw the Wolverine just tearing through people. And
Hmm.
then you see Darius going 17-0, and then you see Frank the Tank rolling through people, and just the greats, you know what I
Oh,
mean?
so you've
Coach
been
Kill.
watching this for like a little minute now.
Oh, absolutely. I've been
Oh,
a
damn.
oh, I've been a oh, I even before Slap Fight Championship, I was watching the ones in Russia with the Russian dumpling, the and
Oh,
Zalesh and what's his name? Artaro or whatever his name is. Unfortunately he's no longer with us, but
yeah, yeah.
Um, but yeah, I've been a fan of this for a very long time. Like I said, man, I used to do this. I used to
Yeah.
do it every weekend with my friends, just fucking around, dude, not getting paid, just fucking being tough, you know?
Yeah.
So so I'm like, all right. So I would see everyone. I'm like, man, I could do this. I could face the Wolverine. I could face Darius. I was real confident. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. So I hit up Slap Fight. I hit up JT, and
Who's
we tried to.
JT?
JT Tilly is the owner of Slap Fight Championship.
How did you hit him up? Like, did you email him? Like, I've always wondered that part. Like, how does that happen?
I just messaged him. Well, honestly, what happened was I commented saying, future champ right here on Moist Critical's
Yeah.
video.
Yeah.
And
Talking your
I
shit.
put,
Talking
and
your
then
shit.
Slapfight Championship commented that hit me up. And I was like, all right. So I went on the Instagram, I hit him up,
That
and
fucking easy. That's crazy.
yeah, that was it. But I mean, I had to show him, like, they're not gonna take some average Joe off the street. I had to show him pictures of who I was.
Yeah.
And at the time I was training at Strong Style. So I had pictures with like Jessica I and like
Oh, where
uh
Stipe trains. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I mean I was ingrained in like MMA and boxing and strong style. I was being taught by some of the
Oh
greats.
shit.
Yeah. So
Your side barbells over there too.
yeah, yes, West Side Barbell for sure.
That's what's up, bro.
We got a big mural in our new gym for Louis Simmons because he
That's
passed away.
badass,
Yeah, dude.
bro. That's badass.
I'll show you some pictures when we get off. But yeah, I was really actually before Stipe became champion, I've been training in strong style. So
Nice.
uh so I showed him, I was like, hey man, I've trained here, I've sparred, and I've fighting pretty much my whole life.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, 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 come on down, come on down. So we scheduled it. I told him it has to be a weekend because I couldn't take days off for my job. I was like, it has to be a weekend, but unfortunately we couldn't make it happen. So I was like, all right, once I'm able to get days off and I can really do it, I'll hit you back up. So I
Mhm.
still wanted to do it. So I was training. And then one day my friend hits me up and he's like, bro, he's like, I'm friends with Gary DeFranco, who pretty much is the executive producer for The Ultimate Fighter.
Oh shit.
And he told me that Dana White's starting a slap fighting competition. And he's like, dude, I gave him your name. He's like, do you want to do it? I'm like, fuck yeah, bro. I'm like, it's the UFC and Dana
Yeah.
White? He's
Yeah.
like, yeah. I'm like, what? I'm like, and I knew it had to be true because, like, even though I know Dana hated slap fighting for the longest, man, I'm like, you can't deny that they get views. Like
Mad views,
it,
bro.
right? It is just massive. So I was like, man, if this is for real, I'm like, all right. So I was like, yeah, yeah, tell the guy to hit me up, just whatever. So yeah, Gary DeFranco hit me up. Sure enough, it's UFC and shit. I'm like, oh my god, sign me up. 2 months later, I'm fighting One Eyed Wolf.
So when you call him, right? He calls you, you're on the phone. How long are y'all talking for? Like, how long does the conversation go for?
Oh, it was good, like hour, 2 hours,
Oh, okay,
honestly.
cool. Cool, cool, cool.
Because Gary is actually from Cleveland too. So
Oh, that's fun. That's what's up.
and he's real. I mean, like, he's really good friends with this guy Jim.
Nice.
So he wanted, we just, we started talking and just kicking it off, and he was asking, some things about like my past, and just trying to see if I could do this. I mean, fuck,
Mhm.
slap fighting is intense, you know. And I was like, no, dude,
Yeah.
I'm prepared, man. I'm like, I'm really good. You know, I think I could do this at a very high level. So, so yeah, we signed it up and they flew me out. I was like, you know what? If anything, it's a free vacation to Vegas.
Bro, what a way to look at it though. Just like it's opportunity, bro. I literally been talking about this. Worst case, dude, I get to go hang out in Vegas for the weekend, get
right.
the experience. Like that's a dope ass way to look at it, bro.
Yeah, it was, you know, I was just looking at it, you know, just take a shot. You know, life is,
Yeah.
if you don't take risks, you know, what is life? You know, it's just you're just sitting back and taking it easy and playing it safe. Nah, man, get out there and do your damn thing, you know?
So I got a quick question on that too, bro. Not to take too much. I probably had you already like 20 minutes. But
I'm good, man. You just take your time.
oh, say less, Ryan. So he called. So this is what's crazy to me, bro. So I'm thinking you were on like a regional scene, like how I am with like MMA. I'm thinking you were taking matches, you were slapping, you were getting slapped, kind of getting prepared for this shit. No,
Yeah.
he calls you. You're like, hey, bro, I'm ready to do this shit. And then he's like, we're gonna fly you out and get you going. You have had no matches up until that point, like a
No
legit match.
no legit matches, right? It was just pretty much pure,
Dude.
it was purely reputation, you know?
Dude, that is fucking wild. That is
Yeah.
wild, bro. So,
Yeah.
so he's like, okay, does he tell you in that moment you're gonna be up against the one-eyed wolf, or is he like, we're gonna fly you out here, bring some stuff, bro?
Yeah, no, he just told me, you know, what's my weight, asked me my height, got my measurements and stuff, and then we
What is your
flew.
height? How tall are you, bro?
I'm 6 foot.
Oh, okay,
Even.
nice, nice.
Yeah. If I man, I gotta see the chiropractor, but I could probably squeeze another inch out. But that didn't sound good.
Pause, yeah, pause.
Yeah, that was before the interview. But anyway,
Yeah.
you know, yeah, no, they didn't tell me anything about who I was fighting, and you know, you're just looking around. You know, I saw. I'm sure you know. You sound like a guy who's a fan of MMA, but Tony Lopez.
Oh, bro,
Yeah,
that's
dude,
badass.
Tony Lopez actually fought for Power Slap. You didn't know that, but he was on the qualifier. So I saw Tony Lopez. I saw this girl that I knew from TV who squashed watermelons between her legs. I'm just seeing all these like people I fucking know, and I'm like, what the fuck am I involved in, man? And it's like all people who have competed. You know, Robert Trujillo, who's like 5-0, 6-0 in MMA, like just a monster.
Yeah.
I'm just this normal guy who works in, you know, works for an office, and here I am, and I'm like, oh shit, it's getting real, you know.
Were
So,
y'all at the Apex? Is that where they put y'all?
well,
Your first
they
time?
put us in the Holiday Inn, and
Oh, nice.
that was the craziest. But yeah, we eventually fought in the Apex. Yep.
So how they end? Like are you at the lobby and everyone's coming in? You're like, what's happening? Like when you get there?
Yeah, at the lobby, and then they have a room set up for us to do like conferences and stuff. Like
Oh, dude, I bet that
and
was
yeah,
crazy.
you know what it felt? If I told this to my friend Dorian, but it felt like Bloodsport, the movie, like
Oh,
walking
no
into,
shit.
yeah, how they all walked into the Kumite and they're all just sitting around and they don't know each other and they're just looking around. That's how it felt, bro. I was like, oh
That is a
shit.
badass scene though, bro. Because it's all these assassin motherfuckers coming in, and everyone's sizing everyone up.
Bro, and these dudes are all fucking assassins, bro. Like, let me
Oh
tell you know what I
shit.
mean? You got like Devin Schwan, who's a monster, the Jewel Scott who fights for game bred fighting. You know, you just have these fucking monsters in
Is
here,
everyone
bro.
pretty chilled? Everyone just fucking mean mugging, dude.
Mean mugging
Yeah.
at first, but it
Yeah.
was like if you went up and you were like, "Hey, what's up, man?" It was cool, you know, that they would just loosen up. But yeah, like I said, they're all killers, all assassins in here together, and it just felt like blood sport. Like and for me too, because like, you know, Frank Dux wasn't, you know, no one knew who he was. He was kind of like the outsider. He was unknown. That's how I felt too. So I'm like, shit, I'm Van Damme in Bloodsport right now, bro. This
Oh,
is
man, damn.
crazy. Ah, this is crazy shit right now, dude.
That's funny as fuck, bro. So,
Yeah,
so they have y'all in there. I'm just trying to go like step by step. I'm trying to envision it.
yeah,
I've wanted to know, bro, like how y'all did this. So
for sure.
they get you in that lobby. Does Dana come out and is he like, all right, boys, let's all get into this conference room meeting right here? Like what happens from there?
So no, we have contacts with the people that, it was like the UFC and this Pilgrim Media Group
Okay.
that did all the the production of the show, and just guiding us through, you know, what we were going to do through our schedules, and
Are they
you
pretty
know,
cool?
oh man, very cool. All
Sweet.
the staff is amazing.
That's sweet. That's
There's
sweet.
not one person within the UFC Power Slap that there's nothing that bad I can say.
Man, that's so
Um,
fucking cool, dude.
yeah, and it's really cool too, is because
That's cool.
like more than half the people are from Ohio too, so it's like they're all like
Oh,
fan.
dude.
Two of the people I met are literally from my hometown, so it's like,
Oh, bro, that's fucking badass, bro.
yeah, it's crazy. So, no, everyone's really cool. But no, no one. Well, this is the thing. Like I knew it was the UFC, right? But no one
Mhm.
else did. Everyone else signed up off a website
No.
that didn't tell them shit. So no one knew what was about to happen. And I told a couple of them, like, dude, this
That's
is.
fucking
I'm like,
crazy.
yeah, I'm like, I told a couple, I'm like, dude, this is the UFC, my man. Like, this is for real.
This is real shit.
Yeah, and my one dude's like, "Shut the fuck up! You don't know what you're talking about." And I'm like, "All right, man." And then we get to the UFC Apex Center, and then Dana White busts through the doors, and they're like, "What the fuck?"
Fuck.
And Dana's like, "You guys are a part of something special here. This is the
That's
very
episode
first."
one, right? They're rolling. He busts through.
No, this is before the show
No
was even.
cameras?
No cameras.
Oh, dude.
This was a
Dude, I
year.
gotta know. What the
Yeah,
fuck was that like? So you're sitting there, y'all are chilling, probably nervous as fuck. It's probably like this awkwardly quiet room, and then fucking here comes fucking Dana. And then what happened? Like, what's that like?
everyone started like clapping and going, "What's up there?" and roaring and like, "Wow!" and like we're
Dude.
all shocked and shit. And like
Yeah.
it was nuts. You know how I said I was like a fanboy of his. Everyone else is feeling the same. We was just like, "Holy shit, bro!
Holy, this is real now. This is
This is
real.
fucking real." Yeah. And then I think because I like I said, I was telling people like, "Dude, this is the
That's
UFC," and they're like,
yeah.
"Shut the fuck up!" And then all of a sudden, I watched it hit them, and it was like it was a special moment. So
How
yeah.
many
Then
of
they
them?
uh,
How deep were y'all at that moment? Like how many people were in that room?
So we were supposed to have 100 people show up for
Holy shit.
the event, but about 40 people showed up. 60 people chickened out. People were chickening out when they got there. I was in an
No.
elevator with 4 or 5 people that chickened out and were getting sent home. Yeah.
No fucking way, bro.
Yeah,
So,
dude.
dude, holy shit. I don't blame them, dude. I do not fucking blame them, dog. If I would have got there and then like seen everybody and it's like, what the fuck is really about to happen right now? And then
Yeah,
he
dude.
walks in, you're like, oh goddamn, bro, I'm in this now. Like I'm in this.
Yeah, dude.
So
When you see the like I said, when you walk in that room and you
yeah.
see it, like you said, those assassins, it changes your
Oh,
mind real quick.
dude. Fuck,
Yeah.
I'm over here getting sweaty thinking about it, bro. Because I've been at them MMA like where we go to like where we'll go fight. We went and fought at this place called Escapade over here in Houston. It's like a Hispanic bar. It's like a little dance hall. And they
Yeah.
fucking just put some barbecue fucking chairs there. And we had like a bullshit ass like look like a fucking WWE ring with like some bullshit cage put up. And it's like
Yeah.
yeah, bro. It's like 25 of us waiting to hear like, all right, you're about to fight this dude. This is happening here. This is you're up for this fight. You're up for this fight. Same shit, bro. I'm getting like nerves. I feel like I got
Yeah.
shit. Like I'm freaking out, and that's just like some low level shit, bro. That I know it's like, all right, bro. I'm probably not gonna die. I'm most likely probably not even gonna break my nose. I'm probably gonna be all right.
Right.
Y'all go in there and it's like, holy shit, dude. Like
Yeah.
this is about to go fucking down, bro.
Yeah, it was intense, man.
Oh,
But
dude.
even as you're saying, you getting into the cage with those 25 people around, that's an intense moment.
Intense moment, bro.
Yeah, and it's I'm not saying it's all the same, but it that you felt what I felt definitely at that moment.
Bro, yours is 10,000 times worse than mine. Bro, 10,000 times worse, bro. Yours is crazy because you're on television, bro. Bro, my first loss, I got dropped. Nobody saw it though. I could lie and be like, nah, we went to decision. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all couldn't, bro. You couldn't be like, that shit, I won that shit. Or even if you did lost, like these, like the have you been watching the Road to the Title season 2?
Yes, I have. Mhm.
Bro. Oh wait, we got like 10 minutes left. Not just gonna cut me off. We still got
Oh
time.
shit.
But
Cool.
we might do a part 2 on this. But
Sounds good, man.
because I felt bad taking up your time anyways.
I'm cool, brother. I actually have caught up all of my work for the first time ever, and I have nothing to do, so
Oh,
we're good.
dude, let's light up a joint and get this going.
Yeah, let's go.
But so where were we at? What were we talking about just then? Oh, season 2. Dude, there has been some fucking nasty knockouts.
Mhm.
Fucking nasty this season already, bro. Fuck season 2, because I want to talk about your episode. Um, so So that moment happens, right? Dana's like, just to get back on track, Dana's like, all right, welcome to the fucking power slap. This is it. You motherfuckers are about to change your lives. This is about to happen. So
Yeah.
from that moment on, how long until you fight One Eye Wolf? And did you meet him like there already?
Yeah, so I did meet One Eye Wolf before our match. He was really
What was he like?
quiet. He was really quiet.
Oh, no
Yeah,
shit.
it's hilarious because now that we know him, it's like kind of crazy. But he was extremely quiet, and it's
No
funny because
way.
we all went to get our medicals, our exams done, and he was in the bus with us, and I was with Dorian disturbing the peace,
Yeah.
and
That
I
motherfucker's
texted.
crazy.
Oh, that's my brother, man. I love that dude.
That dude's tight.
Um, he's great. But I texted him like, this dude's scared because he was that's how fucking quiet he was, bro. I'm like, let's fucking talk to. I'm like, because we're texting each other. I'm like, let's fucking talk to this dude. And I like tapped him. I'm like, what's up, man? And he broke out of his skin, and he's just a wild motherfucker, bro. He
Dude,
was. It's just you just had to get him out of his shell first, and he's just one wild ass. And
wild,
I was
wild.
like, yeah, I was like, bro, me and him looked at each other, and he was like, "We're probably fighting each other." I'm like, "Yeah, we're
It's
probably
gonna
fighting
be
each
a
other."
fucking war. Yeah, it's gonna be a fucking war.
So
So
what happened was after
yeah.
Dana White came through those doors, they
Uh,
actually started lining us up with our opponents,
Oh shit.
right? Because we were in two single file lines.
This is fucking crazy.
Yeah,
This is like
we're
Bloodsport.
this is yeah.
This is fucking wild.
I am not shitting you. This is like real life blood sport. Like it.
Holy shit.
So we were lined up in front of there's like a you know where they do all their weigh-ins in the
Yeah.
Apex. There's like these doors right in front of there, and we were in front, and there's all these jerseys, the UFC jerseys with each team for the tough
Oh,
autographed with
holy,
all the coaches. Oh, dude,
that's
beautiful.
holy shit, bro.
Yeah, so we're the two single file lines. So
Yeah.
they start moving us around, getting us ready, getting us in line, and there was going to be, I think it was 10 fights in the prelims
Mm-hmm.
because it was 2 days,
Yeah.
but some people were going straight to the main, whoever they thought were going to make it to the main event.
Yeah.
So they lined up all the prelim guys. I was like, oh shit, I'm not getting lined up yet, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm in the main event. So all of a sudden they line me up, and then sure enough, One Eye Wolf got lined up with me,
Do they
and I
like
was like,
call it out like Ryan Phillips, one eyed or whatever his name was? Step up.
Rob Perez, yeah. And we walked up,
Dude.
and then we're facing each other because everyone's facing each other because we're
Dude.
in these single file lines, and they keep going. And then the main event was Tony Lopez and this guy Travis McClellan. So me and One Eye Wolf were the first fight for the main event.
Mm-hmm.
So we're standing there. All of a sudden, they're like, no, 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 because me and One Eye Wolf are just staring at it, and because we talked, we actually became pretty good friends. And
That's
then
dope.
we're like, we're probably gonna have to fight each other. And we're like, there's no one else there. So we started talking about it. We're like, dude, just go fucking nuts. I'm like, let's just make this a
That's
spectacle.
what's up, dude. That's
Yeah,
what's up, dude.
I'm like, dude, just if you have to punch me in the face, like just punch me in the face.
Bro.
I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm like at the end of the day, like we're gonna be friends, but let's just fucking go crazy.
Yeah.
So
Dude, I
me and him
love
are
that, dude. I
so
fucking love that.
yeah, so me and him are facing off, but me and him are like, we're like getting
Yeah.
fired up, and everyone's like standing still. But me and him are like, all right. So we're getting fired. We're talking shit. So they're like, wait a minute. So they're like, hey, you two. They point at us. They're like, over here. And they're like, Tony Lopez, get in the front. And they're like, you two back here. They made us the main event. They put Tony Lopez the first match, and then they made us the
Oh,
main event. So
dude.
yeah. So we're like, holy shit. So I'm getting chills thinking about it, bro.
Bro, I'm getting chills listening to you talking. This is fucking crazy.
Whoa. Yeah, dude, this is crazy. So then they're like, yeah. So then me and Wolf are like, all right, it's on now, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So they all let it. So they all start calling us in for face offs, and with the cameras on us and everything. And that's like the first time we had the cameras on us, and everyone's running around the production and everything. And then we have these face offs, and Dana White standing on the stage. So we're facing off with Dana
Dude,
fucking White.
dude.
So I told Wolf, I'm like, Wolf, I'm like, we're kind of talking, but we're talking shit. I'm like, dude, I'm like, oh, fucking nuts, like mouthing them,
Fucking
like, oh,
bring it. Yeah.
yeah. So they call. They're like Rob Perez. He gets up there. He gets up, and then they're like Ryan Phillips, and I'm just like, what? And I'm just going, I'm just buck wild, bro. I get up
Yeah.
there, and I'm like I'm going crazy. The adrenaline's flowing, and this is the first time I actually get a chance to meet Dana White. So I'm like, oh shit. I'm like trying to go crazy, like be all like mean and shit. And here's
Dude.
Dana White. I'm like, fuck. So I like shook Dana White's hand, but I like grabbed it. He was
Yeah.
like, oh, because I was all fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And and then right after that, I ran right into Wolf's face, and I tried to get my forehead right on Wolf. Bro, I shit you not. Dana White's big ass piston ass fucking arms came in between us and ripped us apart, bro. But it's funny because when he did, he's like, "Holy fuck!" and he goes like
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
and that motherfucker's strong, dude. He like he held me, he held my ass back, bro. I got pictures and everything. I wish they would send me that video because he like fucking like he was like ah like that. I was like, damn. So he ripped me and Wolf back, and I was like, dude, this is crazy. And
Yeah.
yeah, fucking, it was nuts, bro. I got some pictures. I have a picture of Dana White in that hallway with us. I'll have to send that to you.
Dude, please send that to me, bro. Holy fucking shit. Dude,
Yeah.
dude, hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. I got a little chills too when you're telling me about that moment when you were like, and they made you the main event. Dude, because,
Yeah.
dude, a week before that, you were just in Ohio fucking chilling, trying to just be
Yeah.
like, what the fuck, man? Maybe I can get in on this shit. Had a conversation with the guy. And then now you're like, I'm the main event against a fucking, bro, what a guy they gave you. A one-eyed wolf. Motherfucker's down to get down.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that y'all were like, bro, fuck this. Dude, bring it. Hit me in the face if you have to. That's so goddamn funny. You meet Dana. Dude, everything is probably like, your adrenaline is probably on fucking 10. When
Yeah.
at that moment when you shake his hand, it's probably like, dude, I don't give a fuck if I get hit in the face. I might hit him in the fucking face. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like,
Yeah. It was
dude.
I was like out of my mind for sure, man. I was in a different world.
So, all right, so that happens.
Yeah.
Shit, we got 2 minutes left on this one. Folks, we might have to do a part 2 with Ryan. Because I did not get the full Zoom package because I felt I was gonna not even get 20 minutes of his time. But I feel bad for taking him up, but I gotta ask you some more questions, Ryan. So what I'm
Yeah, we're
about to
good, brother.
do is I'm about to stop this part right here because it's a minute and a half, and I'm about to ask you the fucking main question top 3 questions I've been wanting to ask you. And I don't want us to
Sure.
get into it, and then I'm like, oh shit, bro, hang on.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Let me
I get
stop
you.
this one real fast. We're about to stay on this.